Keep it going, everybody, for your next comic, the very funny Mr. Benjamin Johnson.
Hi. Oh my God, I'm actually totally blanking. This is not good. God, I was actually gonna call in tonight and see if I could change nights. Every year there's a train wreck, and oh God, I'm it. This is not a joke. That was last night, this seems like an excuse, but this is totally legitimate. I ran into my ex-girlfriend last night for the first time since we broke up 6 months ago, and I didn't sleep at all last night. Oh Jesus, she's gonna be amazed by this. And the comics in the back I know are laughing because they knew this wasn't going to work out. It was the most intense relationship I've ever had, and it was the hardest breakup. And I mean, we came from just such different backgrounds. She came from a very wealthy, very Catholic family, and I actually came from a family of refugees. When I was a boy, my family had to flee Kansas because of our belief that the dinosaurs wrote the Bible. Well, we think they were trying to test our faith in them. She could, and she couldn't relate to something like that. I mean, she had an easy childhood, and everything came easy. She was always popular through school, and for me, no matter where my family went, even when we hit our dino-based faith, kids would still make fun of me because of my Kansas ways. They mock me by tucking their shirts in extra tight, which is a myth, or they ridicule my flat Midwestern accent. It still slips out sometimes. She wasn't trying to be insensitive. She just couldn't relate to something like that. I was so excited when Obama was elected. I remember thinking, finally, here's a president who was also raised by his white mother from Kansas. And you can laugh at that if you want, but unlike the rest of you, I actually understand the prejudice he had to overcome. You probably guessed that just by looking at me. But one other thing about Obama, and look, I'm kind of a political junkie, so if you don't remember this from the campaign, I don't want you to feel stupid, but he's also black. And one of the reasons I remember that is that my girlfriend would always bring it up whenever I talk about this anti-Kansanism I face, and she'd sort of turn the tables on me and say, well, maybe you have some unexamined racist tendencies, and we'd fight about it, and in the end her argument was always that she couldn't be racist because she had sex with a number of black guys, but I've never slept with one black woman. It's totally unfair because she knows I've been turned down by at least a half dozen. Look, I don't want to make it seem like, that we always fought or that she was insensitive. I mean, far from it. She's very caring and politically conscious and progressive, very, very progressive. Just last year, she read this article about how the Mexican drug cartels really abuse and exploit the farmers who grow the marijuana, and she was just outraged. She called her dealer and she said, look, I'm not buying any more pot from you until you can guarantee that it's grown and shipped under the fair trade practices. And he knew she meant business because just like that, like the very next day, he apparently found some, and we had to pay twice as much, but it looked and smelled, tasted exactly the same. And plus, we felt really good about ourselves because we made a difference, and that was a really big feeling. And but even in the bedroom, she was the very same way. I remember when we first started going out, I was a little surprised that she. I don't want to be too graphic, but she really liked it when I would come on her, you know, like on her breasts or on her face. And a lot of women find that very degrading, and understandably. But I want to be clear. She was very, very clear to me that she only wanted it if I was doing it in an ironic, pro-feminist way. And it was just uncanny how she always tell when I wasn't. Anyway, it's over, and she's gone. And you know, at first I just wanted to be mad at her. I just wanted to blame everything on her. But I knew that in the long run that doesn't get you anywhere. That you have to look at what you contribute to the relationship. And so that's what I've been doing. I've looked inside of my issues, and I've taken all of that anger and pain, and I channeled it into my writing. And it's really helped. I wrote my first screenplay, and it ended up being a romantic comedy. And you know, a lot of people who know me and who know what I've gone through have been surprised that it ended up being a romantic comedy. But I just tell them that it's because that's gonna sound corny, and you know, maybe it is corny. But at the end of the day, I still really believe in the possibility of love, and that is not a joke. That's me, and it's cards on the table. Anyway, it's called Who's Laughing Now, Bitch, and I think it's the best thing that I've ever written, and it's warm and whimsical, and I guess if I had to describe it, I'd say it's like Precious, but with even more laughs. And I'm very happy with the ending I've come up with. It's fantastic. Don't worry, I'm not the sort of guy who ruins things by telling you how they end. I mean, I'm not some asshole like the Mayans. My name is Benjamin Johnson. Thank you very much. Have a nice evening.